Today's video is about making char cloth. Now, I've never made char cloth before. I've watched other people do it, and I figured I'd like to make it. I don't know if you guys know, but I like different ways of making fire. I think I've mastered the way of making it with a ferro rod and my little fire starters that I make. And I just want to take it to another level and try the flint and steel with char cloth also. So here we go. I'm going to go to the bench and talk about a few things and get the ball rolling. Now, to make char cloth, you need a few things. You need some sort of a canister, and I got quite a few canisters. I don't know if you can see this one. This is an old, not old, but like a cookie tin type thing. Here's another one, the kind of a double mint tin. A lot of people make theirs out of the altoids tins. And I saw this at the store, another type of tin, altoids smalls. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably use the smalls today, and I'll use these other tins another day for something else. Let me rearrange this camera here. Alright, now most of the videos I've seen, people use cut up like t-shirts. Now I tried to look for a t-shirt and I couldn't find any, so I had an old pair of Levi's, and what I did was I just cut them up, put about 8 or 9 pieces in this little altoids tin. And then a lot of people, there's a debate. A lot of people say you need to poke a hole. You need to poke a hole in the altoids tin. And a lot of people say you don't have to do a hole in the altoids tin. I'm going to not put the hole in my tin. And I'm going to give up on the fire here. I'll get my stove running first. And we'll be right back when it's started. Alright, I got the stove heated up, all purged. I'm going to put just the altoids tin on top. That is hot. Whew, that wasn't smart. And we're going to watch for the flames and the smoke. That's, from what I could tell, that's what we do. I'm going to turn the flames down just a little bit. Now, from what I've studied and seen, we're going to start seeing some flames coming out the back through the vent or the hinge holes. And when the flames stop and the smoke stops, it should be done. So we're going to let it go here for a few minutes and we'll check back. All right, we got the flames coming out of those hinge holes now. You can see that. We're going to just keep the heat on it. Maybe actually turn it up a little bit more. From what I've seen, it will only take maybe 10-15 minutes for that to I don't know what you call it, carbonize, or turn that material into carbon or char. We'll let it go for a few more minutes. Alright, we got a good view of that flame coming out of those hinge holes there. And like I said, I've never made this before, so you're along with the first time I've ever made it. And from what I understand, once that flame goes out, your char cloth should be done. and it's been about 5 minutes. I think that little altoids tin might be a little bit too small for that burner. We'll check back in a few minutes. Alright, the flames have stopped. Let me just give it a quick burst to turn off that burner. It's been about 12 minutes. So I'm going to let that burner bleed off and burn the excess fuel that's sitting in there. And then I'm going to let that altoids tin cool down, and we're going to try us some char cloth. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes. It's sat. It's cold to the, well, it's not cold, but I can stand to touch it. Oh, that's pretty cool. See the char cloth in there? Now remember, I made this out of levi material. That's all I had. It's still pretty thick. I don't know if that's how the consistency is supposed to be. But let's see if a ferro rod will strike it. Oh yeah. See that? Oh, I think I did it right. Whew, that's hot. Well, guys, I'd like to say thank you for stopping by and watching me make char cloth for the first time. It was actually pretty fun, pretty easy to make. I just made it out of this little altoids tin. I'll probably get me a little flint and steel kit and put it in this altoids tin and keep it in my pack. But this char cloth is still going. Look at that. I'm impressed. Maybe next time when I do a video on this stuff, I'll actually make a fire and see how easy it is to make a fire with it. So we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day and be safe.